Week 14 of the USL League One season kicks off on the pristine shores of Naples, Florida. Two teams tied for fourth place in the league standings square off as FC Naples welcome Charlotte Independence. This match presented by Physicians Regional Healthcare System. Care for every goal. Hi everybody, John Gross with you on this Wednesday evening as we take a look at the recent run of form for FC Naples. And after starting the season in a really good position, 4-1-1 over the first 6 matches, some recent struggles. Just one win in the last 5, a mere 3 goals scored, 9 goals conceded. Now this run has come against some difficult teams, some of the best teams in the league, but Matt Poland's side will look to do a bit better today against Charlotte Independence. Well, this is a short history, just 2 matches previously between these two sides. Naples won both, albeit neither of the goal scorers from the 2 matches last season from Naples are back. Carson Henderlong had a brace in the first meeting between FC Naples and the Independence, and then in the second match, it was Jaden Onen who scored this penalty kick goal in Charlotte, North Carolina. Either way, still a 2-0 lead all time between these two sides. And one guy who has been scoring goals, William Arevalo, has been tremendous as of late. He started the last 2 matches for Naples. He has scored in the last 2 matches as well. Came into the season a bit injured, moving to a new country, learning the language, getting acclimated, but he has really found his stride as of late. He is our player to watch, presented by Parker Hudson Holmes. And while Naples got off to a great start and has struggled lately, it has been the exact opposite for Charlotte Independence. After a lackluster opening stretch of the season, just 1-2-2 in the first 5 matches, unbeaten in 7 in a row across all competitions. Mike Jeffrey's side really finding its stride, and it's been a balanced offensive attack. 15 goals in that run, 8 different goal scorers. You look what they do in the season, 20 goals in all, which is second in the league. They average 2.2 goals per match, which leads the league. They've played just 9 league matches on the season. They are certainly the hottest team in League One right now. But one guy who has helped them to this recent run of form, Luis Alvarez. 4 goals and 3 assists, most recently 2 assists against Chattanooga. Has a goal contribution in 4 straight league matches. He's been tremendous. They put him in more of an attacking role this season, and he has really thrived in that new position under Mike Jeffries. He's our player to watch, brought to you by Parker Hudson Holmes. Should be a fun one today at Paradise Coast Sports Complex in Naples, Florida. A bit overcast, but we expect some really good soccer this evening. Week 14 gets underway when we get back.
Luxury isn't just about where you live, it's about how you live. At Parker Hudson Homes, we craft bespoke residences where elegance meets effortless comfort. From custom builds to refined remodels, every detail is designed around you, your style, your vision, your way of living. Create a home that's truly yours and discover Parker Hudson Homes.
See your shot land on a perfectly manicured fairway. Hear the pop of a paddle meeting the ball. Feel the excitement of cheering on your team for the big win. And when the final whistle blows or the last putt drops, the day is far from over. Because here, world-class play meets white sand beaches and award-winning dining. One visit and you'll see why this is paradise in every sense. Experience it yourself in Naples, Marco Island, and the Everglades, Florida's Paradise Coast.
This match is presented by Physicians Regional Healthcare System. Care for every goal. Back here at Paradise Coast Sports Complex in Naples, Florida, just about set to kick things off. Presented by Physicians Regional Healthcare System. Care for every goal. Let's dive in to the starting 11 for these two sides. First for FC Naples, and just one change in Matt Poland's starting 11. Tristan Rose getting the start today for this side at right back. Also, make note, Gio Miglietti getting the start at center back. He's normally a forward for this team, but he started at center back the last 3 matches. Now taking a look at the Charlotte lineup, brought to you by VCC Roofing. No changes for Mike Jeffrey's squad from last match. Of course, Clay Dimmick at right back is the captain for this team. Matt Levy's been strong in goal. And then look out for that duo up front, Sadie and Maru, both capable goal scorers for Independence. All set to go. The third ever meeting between these two sides. Igor Baich is our match referee. A stormy day in Naples, Florida. Still very overcast, but we are underway. First meeting of the season between FC Naples and Charlotte Independence. John Gross with you on this Wednesday evening, kicking off week 14 in the League One season. Early moment here, it's Macias. O'Connor now swings it in. Headed straight up. Nodded away off the volley. That is sent out for a goal kick. Well, these teams entered today tied for 4th place in the league standings, albeit Naples has played 3 more matches than the Jacks. An Independent side on the heels of a 3-2 win against Chattanooga Red Wolves. Had to go on the road to face the Chattanooga side that is always tough to play, but especially at that venue. Independent scored the first 24 seconds of that match. Jumped out to a 2-0 lead by halftime, but before halftime, but Chattanooga responded with 2 goals of their own before the halfway whistle. And then it was John Baccaro who scored the game winner in the 58th minute. Meanwhile, Naples, on the heels of a 2-1 loss against league-leading Union Omaha on Saturday, jumped out to a 1-0 lead on the William Aravallo 23rd minute goal, but conceded twice in the second half, 7 minutes apart. Matt Poland said his team, when you're facing against a high-level squad like Union Omaha, you cannot allow them to hang around. You have to kill them off, and he felt that there were a couple of chances for his side to make that 1-0 lead, a 2-0 lead, maybe even more than that. Here's Luis Alvarez, who's been sensational this season as he shows off his skill. Able to muscle through traffic. Alvarez playing a bit more centrally today with Jefferson Amaya out on international duty with El Salvador. El Salvador has a friendly against South Korea tonight. And Amaya with El Salvador. Amaya's been a key piece of this Independent squad this season. Throw in for the visitors once again, who entered today unbeaten in 7 straight across all competitions. 4 straight wins in league play. Team that got off to that really slow start, going just 1-2-2 in the first 5 matches. Mike Jeffrey said it took his team a little bit of time to find their rhythm. Had some injuries, though they did feel like in those first 5 matches, they were in those matches. Didn't feel like they were playing all too poorly. They just weren't getting results. Now those results have come. And the ascent up the table has come with it. Alvarez. Alvarez wide for Skinner, who nods on. It's a well-placed header down. Cisneros defends that well. And a whistle, check that. Tristan Rose winning that ball initially, but free kick on the way. Take one more look at it. Replay brought to you by Physicians Regional Healthcare System. So a free kick, which is within striking distance. John Beccaro and Luis Alvarez stand over it. Two crafty players. Beccaro has been one of the premier creators in this league in the last 2 seasons. 3 assists this year, which is good for 3rd in the league after finishing 2nd in the league with 9 last season. He scored last match against Chattanooga. And Beccaro will restart play here as he swings it in, and it hops unscathed out for a goal kick. This injury report is presented by the law offices of Mark L. Shapiro, big enough to handle serious cases, small enough to care. No injuries reported for Naples, and a quartet of injuries for the Independents. That is in addition to Jefferson Amaya being unavailable on international duty with El Salvador. They'll play tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern against South Korea. So a great opportunity for Amaya, who came through the Charlotte Independence Academy. As it's placed wide for Taylor Gray. Dangerous winger for this Naples side. Gray slices through traffic. It's still Gray, who's denied. First test for Matt Levy. With Taylor Gray showing his abilities as he knifes through traffic. Able to get it on his strong foot. The question for this Naples team as of late is who can step up and score? The attacking productivity just has not been there during this recent struggle. Winless in 4 of the last 5 matches. And they haven't scored multiple goals in a match since April 11th. Now the good news for Naples, Chris Garcia is available for selection today. He has not played since May 10th, the team leader in goals and assists with 3 apiece. Matt Poland said he does expect Garcia to at least see some time today. Certainly encouraging for the home side as that heads out for a throw. There's Clay Dimmick. Here's Gray. Gray battles again. Does well to win it. And then dispossessed. Really did not have any support alongside him. A surge from Macias. Macias leaves it wide, and that one is absolutely sailed for a goal kick. Igor Bajc whistles and we restart action. It is an overcast evening in Naples, Florida. Pretty big storm rolling through earlier, and the lingering effects still in the area. Vaquero the intended target. O'Connor scoops it up. It is dangerously given away, but a handball bails out the home side. Another precarious situation for Lalo Delgado to be in. Alvarez lifts it wide. Space here as it's driven in. Vaquero lost his footing. Again, a wet surface today with the rain throughout the afternoon. Gray is looking for Mark Torres, a bit out of his reach. Inkling feed. And a throw in for Naples. Tonight's key to the game is presented by Florida's Paradise Coast. And for Naples, find those counterattack opportunities. This is a team that has struggled to score lately, so maybe can find some moments where Charlotte is a bit overexposed to the back. And the Independents have to move the ball quickly in the attacking third to break down this defense like they do right here. They look for a handball. There's the whistle. The question is, where did it occur? Looks like it is just outside of the area. As Enzo Martinez let one rip. Take a look at it. Martinez, the all-time leading goal scorer in club history. Now in his third stint with the Independents. Twice when they were a USL Championship club, and now once in League One. And this well within striking distance. And I'd be shocked if this is not sent on frame towards Lalo Delgado. Second-year starting keeper for Matt Pohl inside. Who last match was tested early and often. 7 saves for Delgado, which is the most he's had since 2024. Prinsady to the right of it. Luis Alvarez behind the ball, and John Vaquero to the left. So a trio of choices. Sadie steps up, unleashes, and scores! Prince Sadie, a royal strike to put the Independents in front early.
Goal by number 7, Prince Sadie. Sadie, goal, 13.
Scored his first goal of the season last match in the first 30 seconds of the match. This time, he drills one. Back-to-back matches with a goal for the Liberian international. And Prince Sadie has his team sitting pretty early. A strong left-footed hit. The second goal of the season. He now has a goal contribution in 3 straight matches. That goal presented by Hopsized. So the Independents are on the board first. This high-octane attack, which has been clicking over this 7-match unbeaten run that is now 16 goals in in these last 8 matches across all competitions. Just right around what they average per match. A little over 2 goals per outing. A yellow card comes out. Julian Cisneros shown yellow. That yellow card brought to you by the exclusive personal injury attorneys for FC Naples, the law offices of Mark L. Shapiro.
I see it, Rev. I said fair game. Oh my God, the Rev's having a power trip, guys. Pay attention. There you go.
And a free kick on the way for Charlotte. And that last goal, actually, the Independents' first ever goal against Naples. Albeit they've only played twice before this, Naples just in its 2nd season as a club, but for Charlotte to have been shut out in multiple matches under Mike Jeffries against one team, pretty rare. So the Independents with that first goal. Scoring the first goal they've ever scored against this Naples team, albeit a new-look Naples side that had to replace one of the better center-back pairings in the league last season, Jake Dengler and Breck Evans. O'Connor lifts it out for a throw. O'Connor, one of those key returning pieces, however. 4 goals, 8 assists in his 2 seasons with Naples. Charlotte trying to break down this press, and a crafty backheel from Beccaro will help that. Here's Jaime. Alvarez. Angles wide. The captain, Clay Dimmick. Sadie, the goal scorer. Oh, a lovely combination. Dimmick unable to stay on it, but it will be a corner kick. First corner kick of the match for either side. This corner kick is presented by Anderson. We take a look back at this replay. See the idea. Dimmick unable to get there, but it will be a corner kick. Corner kick brought to you by Anderson. Trust your home to Anderson. Javen Romero, regarded as one of the top young players in the league, just 20 years of age, will send this in. Wind gusting towards him. And that might have had an impact on that poor delivery, as it's lifted ahead. And this could be promising, but Gray unable to get there. If that ball was clipped straight on, that is a 1v1 opportunity with Gray and Levy. So that one quick moment of brilliance early from Naples, which led to a shot that really wasn't all too threatening, but besides that, I've not seen much of the home side in the attacking third as it's lifted into Levy. No trouble for the sure-handed keeper, who is back in his home state today. Bring it back. But Matt Levy, the goalkeeper for the Jacks from Pembroke Pines, Florida. About a 2-hour drive away from here in Naples. Pretty much due east across Alligator Alley. And he's Florida through and through. Played his college soccer in the Sunshine State at Jacksonville and FIU, Florida International University. Sadie. Turn to the CBS Sports Network on Wednesday, June 10th for USL Eastern Conference Championship clash under the lights. Tampa Bay Rowdies defend their home turf against battle-tested Charleston Battery at 7 p.m. Eastern. Catch all the action on the CBS Sports Network, June 10th. This ball, one backhand hit off the fingertips of Delgado, as Maru able to unleash. Naples faithful looking for a whistle, and there it is. Let's quickly look back at this shot by Suebu Maru. And a little pocket of space to work with, and asks questions of Delgado, but Delgado has the answer. The yellow card comes out. When look at this foul, which resulted in the booking. Here's Gray. Cuts inside. Gray plays on. Ricochets out to Macias. A low cross. Falters out for a goal kick. That last yellow card against Rahud Manin for the Independents. Somebody who's gone the full 90 in 7 straight matches. We touched on Naples having to work a new center back pairing. Independents have also had to navigate that change as well, as that one is brought down and turned away by Levy. William Aravallo, who's been red hot as of late, his first real chance of this match. He has scored in back-to-back matches, and Aravallo not able to finish right there, but you can see what he brings to the table, a guy who has a knack for goals, and he'll send this one in. Anderson corner kick. And a certain shove as Levy went down. Calendar turning to June. Season really heating up again. You can catch that USL Championship clash, big Eastern Conference battle, Wednesday, June 10th at 7 p.m. on the CBS Sports Network. Tampa Bay Rowdies, Charleston Battery, historically 2 of the best clubs. Continuing again this season. Big League One tie-in in that match is Dom Casciato, former manager for Union Omaha, has taken things over at Tampa Bay, joined them mid-season last year, and has Rowdies playing some sensational soccer so far this season. Past the midway point of this first 45. The Prince Sadie goal, the difference so far. 13th minute finish off of a free kick as Gray gives chase, and Levy calmly disposes of it. But with that goal, Sadie scoring in back-to-back matches, a goal contribution in 3 straight fixtures, and he puts his team in front once again. The early moments. Independents have avoided defeat in their last 12 matches when scoring first in league play. That dates all the way back to a 2-1 loss against Avialta on May 25th of last season. So a team that plays very well after scoring first. Here is Beccaro. This team does tend to score in bunches as well. Piccaro's ball easily brought in by Lalo Delgado. Heavy touch by Torres. Given right back. Good touch by Jaime. Leaves it off for Alvarez. Back for Jaime. Jaime rolls it central. And Delgado falls on it. Beautiful interplay between Jaime and Alvarez. But this will open things up a bit for Naples. This is what we were talking about earlier. Can Naples pick out those moments to find counters? We're looking to do so here as Gray works wide. Gray, lovely bit of skill, but he's muscled off of it as he goes down. And it's skied away clear. Maru getting physical. And there's the whistle. Watch the USL Championship in Spanish on 2DN, the nation's leading Spanish language sports network. Go to uslchampionship.com for the complete USL TV listings. Sadie. Alvarez rolls ahead, but Caro races after it. Can he keep it in play? He can, but taps it neatly to Tristan Rose. Rose, the only change in the starting 11 for either team today from last match. Just the fourth start of the season for Rose. Picaro links up here with Skinner. Joey Skinner's cross blocked, and a corner on the way. There was the aforementioned Tristan Rose, the first-year pro who had a standout college career, ending things at the University of Maryland, where he was selected to the Big Ten All-Tournament team after 4 years at Division II powerhouse University of Charleston. As the Anderson corner kick is played short. Jaime. Sadie, the goal scorer. Tries to cut inside. Muscled out of possession. Strong defending by Torres, who leads the charge. Gray goes down, and there's the whistle. So a free kick on the way, and it doesn't seem like either team is all too happy. Independent side trying to build on a 5-match league unbeaten run, 4-match league winning streak. Meanwhile, Naples has dropped, or is winless in 4 of its last 5. Two teams who have had opposite seasons so far. Naples got off to that red-hot start, but have sputtered as of late. Meanwhile, the Independents, a lackluster first couple weeks of the season, but they've looked as to be one of the best teams in the league as of late. In fact, this week's League One weekly power rankings have them #1 for whatever that may be worth. It certainly does indicate the direction this team is trending in. Mike Jeffries said, no, there wasn't really a turning point moment, just these guys getting used to one another. They had some injuries earlier this season. Took a little while for them to find their rhythm as a group. There was Matt Poland, the inaugural head coach for FC Naples. He's been in this area for quite some time. He's lived in nearby Marco Island for 14 years, but somebody who's well traveled from his playing and coaching career. Somebody who played in Scandinavia before coaching in Finland. Alvarez taps ahead. Alvarez decked down. No whistle. As Sadie has to link up, and that's taken away. Alvarez rises to his feet. Alvarez truly the engine of this team. As it's rolled through towards Sadie. Broken up well by Cisneros, who sends it away. And will we see? Igor Bajc is chatting with Mark Torres and says no more. Macias somehow stays with it. Turn into space. Cisneros leaves it back. Alvarez races after it. Here's Joey Skinner, the Charlottean, playing for his hometown club, a product of the Independence Academy, which has produced a lot of talented players, including Jefferson Amaya, who's playing tonight for the El Salvador national team. Jaime races into space. Jaime rolls it through. It's a lovely build-up and a clinical finish. Suebu Maru, 2-0 Independence. Back-to-back matches with a goal from Maru. And it's all Independence in this first 30 or so minutes. Look at this surge from Jaime. Nobody steps up to stop him. Maru, a perfectly timed run in behind. And he finishes clinically around Delgado. And this deja vu of last match. A 2-0 lead in pretty short order for the Independents. And two guys who scored last match, scoring again this match. In Sadie and Maru, the front two of this Independent side, finding success here in Naples. Third goal of the season for Maru. Second-year Independence man who was on the Cameroonian national team at the 2022 World Cup. Speaking of the World Cup, just a couple of weeks away, but he did not play in the 3 group stage matches. His Cameroonian side did not make it out of the group, but still a remarkable feat for him to simply be rostered for his national team as Alvarez lets it fly. And Delgado did just enough to turn it away.
Corner kick for Charlotte, brought to you by Anderson.
Let's take one more look at it. I mean, Alvarez says, why not? And you might as well when you've been scoring at will like this Independent side have today and really all season. Vaquero lines up for the Anderson corner kick. Trust your home to Anderson. Ball in from Vaquero. Alvarez. Now it's on. It is won by Farine, who links up with Gray. Quality turn by Gray as Jaime breaks it up. Naples just haven't really found time nor opportunities to be dangerous in the attacking third for the majority of this first 45, though Cisneros does win it high up the pitch here. It'll be a short-lived spell of possession. Here comes Baquero. Rolls ahead, flag is raised. Offside the call. Select is proud to be the official match ball supplier of the USL Championship. From the grassroots to the pros, Select is there every step of the way. Visit us.select-sport.com for the latest Select products, specials, and more. Select, the player's choice. Alvarez able to link up as it's pinged on for Maru, who scored just moments ago. But Mastrantonio there to save the day. Luca Mastrantonio anchoring a very young back line, and his fellow center back today for the third straight match is by trade a striker. Gio Miglietti thrusted into his center back role as of late. As advantage is played. Farine, that is sent off the crossbar. Andres Farine certainly has the ability to score a goal like that. This one climbed just a bit upstairs. Just one goal this season, but had 5 a year ago. Look at our Physicians regional replay. There is Andres Farine. Torres works on. 1-2 back for Torres. Advantage played. Torres drives it towards Macias. Gray gets there instead. Gray, his shot blocked. Skinner closed the window. Naples starting to find its stride as this first half progresses. Farine again on an island. Farine so shifty. Farine rolls it towards O'Connor, comes all the way through. Rose has space. Gray pings it centrally, and nobody there. A mad dash for it. It is won by Sadie. Waiting for reinforcements. Sadie now has help. Sadie takes it himself, and nowhere close. Soccer season is here, and SeatGeek is the official ticketing partner of the USL. Get all of your USL tickets and more from the #1 ticketing site, SeatGeek. Your ticket to great seats. Those guys enjoying a great night at Paradise Coast Sports Complex in Naples, Florida. As Farine works 1v1. Andres Farine has space. Farine strike headed away. And Farine slow to his feet. Farine turning things up a couple of notches as of late. And it does feel like Naples knocking on the door of a goal. Though short on time as this first half winds down. Baquero being able to link up. Independence a 2-0 lead. Both these goals coming in this first half, which now make it 16 first half goals in 10 league matches, the most in the league this season, as Alvarez steps into one and laces it through. A first 45 onslaught for the Independents, and it's Luis Alvarez who adds to the party. A goal contribution for a 5th straight match for Luis Alvarez. Nobody steps up. I mean, he has all day to let this one fly. And he makes this back line pay. Look how he's able to carry. That is the one guy you cannot allow. If there's anybody you cannot let find a pocket of space like that, it is number 47, Luis Alvarez. And he's egging on some of the fans who've been letting him hear it all night. Silencing the doubters here in Naples. Well, if you watch this man play, I don't see how you can doubt him. His 5th goal of this season, now has 4 goals and 2 assists in his last 5 league matches. That goal brought to you by Hopsized. Alvarez, who had a remarkable 3-year run with the Independents before being acquired by the Tampa Bay Rowdies via transfer last season, loaned ahead of this season back to his former club in Charlotte, and has been the engine of this attack that has continued today. So 3 first-half goals for the Jacks as Jaime goes down, and a free kick on the way. They take it quickly. Skinner rolls it across. And a corner coming.
Corner kick for Charlotte, brought to you by Anderson. Trust your home to Anderson.
3 goals, 3 different goal scorers. This corner kick brought to you by Anderson. Trust your home to Anderson. But the variety of this attack, really what makes it so difficult to defend. So many capable goal scorers as Baquero's ball is headed away. Sadie dances, marked by Rose. Rose wins that battle and sends it away, only as deep as Javen Romero. This is the 4th time this season that the Jacks have netted 3 or more goals. Second ball brought down by Baquero. Baquero leaves it wide. That ball driven in towards Maru on the doorstep. Rose tries to clear it. Ball stays in the area and Delgado collects. That is dangerously knotted back. Aravallo applied the pressure, but skied away for a throw. Can't watch the match? Turn on Sirius XM FC 157, North America's only 24/7 source for engaging soccer talk, including USL All Access on Tuesday nights. Plus, your live matches from the USL, MLS, Premier League, and more, all on Sirius XM FC 157 and the Sirius XM app. Joey Skinner rises back to his feet. First-year Independence player who, I should say first-year professional for the Independents, who returns to his academy club. Between Independent stints, he had multiple stops, including a couple of MLS appearances with Nashville. Here's Macias. Rolls it ahead. Cisneros has space. Cisneros. Farine. Farine dances on Dimmick as it jabbed away from him and last off of Farine. Final couple of minutes of this first half. First half that has been dominated by Mike Jeffrey's Charlotte Independent side. 3 goals by 3 different goal scorers. Sadie in the 13th, Maru in the 31st, and Alvarez in the 39th, as Levy will have a goal kick. This Independent side just clicking at all cylinders as of late. Skinner sends it away. We have entered stoppage time. Initial indications suggest 2 minutes of added time. This stoppage time brought to you by Classic Diamond Plumbing. And an easy whistle as Taylor Gray goes down, a free kick on the way. And if you're Naples, can you muster something late in this first half? Can you sneak one by Levy? We've seen some chances from distance. Nothing all too threatening, though. They've created 10 shots, but just 2 shots on target. Meanwhile, 5 shots on frame out of 7 overall for the visitors. Of course, 3 of those 5 on target, finding the back of the net. Levy content to let this roll all the way towards him. Matt Levy in his 4th season with the Independents was the backup keeper for his first 2 years before earning the starting spot this year and last year. Still time for one last moment. Mr. Antonio. Here's Arevalo, who lifts ahead for Gray, and the offside flag is raised. And that will put an end to a first half, that the Charlotte Independents would deem picture perfect. A 3-0 lead through 45 minutes, now 17 first half goals scored this season in 10 matches by the Independents. That is more goals than Naples has scored on the season. And a 3-0 lead as Mike Jeffries and company sitting pretty here on the Paradise Coast. 45 minutes in the books, and it has been all Independents. Halftime brought to you by Physicians Regional Healthcare System. Second half coming up in a bit. Independents lead 3-0.
Luxury isn't just about where you live, it's about how you live. At Parker Hudson Homes, we craft bespoke residences where elegance meets effortless comfort. From custom builds to refined remodels, every detail is designed around you, your style, your vision, your way of living. Create a home that's truly yours and discover Parker Hudson Homes.
See your shot land on a perfectly manicured fairway. Hear the pop of a paddle meeting the ball. Feel the excitement of cheering on your team for the big win. And when the final whistle blows or the last putt drops, the day is far from over. Because here, world-class play meets white sand beaches and award-winning dining. One visit and you'll see why this is paradise in every sense. Experience it yourself in Naples, Marco Island, and the Everglades, Florida's Paradise Coast.
One half in the books, it has been all Charlotte Independence. A 3-0 lead through 45 minutes. Halftime brought to you by Physicians Regional Healthcare System. Let's take a look at the Team of the Week for Week 13. A couple of players in this match who have already scored on the team. Prince Sadie and Luis Alvarez honored. Claudel Ngubu, the Player of the Week for Forward Madison. Mika Elevara, the Coach of the Week for Sarasota Paradise. So congratulations to the Team of the Week honorees for making Team of the Week. Again, a 3-0 lead through 45 minutes. Charlotte Independence all over FC Naples in this first 45. Let's learn a little bit more about the AC Boise experience. We'll be back after this.
I think Idahoans have been clamoring for something that is theirs.
Feel a big sense of responsibility to do this right. You only get one first season.
For me, without soccer, it's like there's no air. Having it here, I feel like I can breathe again. Boise's never had anything like this.
This week on USL All Access, the 19-year-old rookie for Charleston Battery, Colton Swan, joins the show.
Just one of 3 players called outside of the MLS pyramid, only 2 from USL Championship play. Why has his star been on the rise recently for the Charleston Battery? And what's next for the U.S. Youth National Team player? Brinks Tires Cup. Back this weekend, what group do you have to keep an eye on?
Systems go for Charleston Battery. Morgan's not goal. Answers right back. Oh, that is a screamer. Yeah,
and a goal! We all have goals. But let's be honest, most of us aren't going to be professional athletes. But if your goal is to finish your degree, we can help. Come to a university that puts your goals first. Bellevue University, your partner in finishing goals.
Pain doesn't care who you are or why you hurt, but pain can be mastered if you know the way. Fight back with Tiger Balm's legendary herbal power. Trusted for over 100 years, our proven blend of camphor, menthol, and essential oils tames pain with the strength and speed of the tiger, so that you can rise above pain and get back to living. This is the way of the tiger.
Back here in Naples, Florida, Charlotte Independence a 3-0 lead at the break over FC Naples, 45 minutes away from a 5th straight win in league play. All right, let's take a look at the upcoming schedule for both these teams. First, FC Naples' upcoming schedule. They will welcome Sarasota Paradise for an in-state derby on June 6th. That is in the Brinks Tires USL Cup. And then they resume league play at Charlotte Independence June 13th. So basically like a home-and-home in this series. This is the 3rd all-time meeting. That'll be the 4th all-time meeting. And then they'll play at Chattanooga on June 20th. They don't actually play at home again in league play until July. Meanwhile, upcoming schedule for the Independents, they will host Union Omaha next Wednesday. That'll be a fun match. 2 of the top goal-scoring teams in the league, and really the 2 best teams in the league at this point of the season. They look to be the 2 best teams. And then, of course, welcoming FC Naples on June 13th, and then also returning to Brinks Tires USL Cup play by hosting Greenville Triumph on June 24th. And speaking of Greenville Triumph, the Triumph opening up the new stadium, GE Vernova Stadium in South Carolina, and a moment of history. Azad Liadi, the first ever goal scored in this brand new venue. 1-0 Greenville Triumph in front over forward Madison. So a lot of excitement in South Carolina about that, understandably so. Let's take a look at the scores and schedule. Brought to you by Naples, Marco Island, Everglades, the Paradise Coast. Beautiful part of this country. So 1-0 lead at halftime for Greenville Triumph. And then later tonight, Corpus Christi and Portland Hearts of Pine also getting involved. So fun stretch of USL League One play, and this match has so far been all Independents. They're having some fun for sure here in Naples, Florida. 3-0 the score. Independents lead Naples inching towards half number 2 when we get back.
It is halftime in League One. Second half still to come. I'm Dan Lucas inside the USL studio with a look at some of the League One headlines. If you are watching the Greenville Triumph match against Forward Madison, you're getting good looks at the newest stadium in League One, GE Vernova Park, finally making its long-awaited debut tonight. More than 4,000 tickets give Greenville a sellout in what is their 5th home match of the regular season. Sarasota Paradise handed AC Boise a 2-0 loss at home, then followed that up with a 2-1 home victory over the New York Cosmos. A 6-point week for Sarasota, who now has 4 victories on the season and has climbed within a point of the playoff line in League One. Young players starting to earn more and more playing time in League One and the USL Championship. How about Santiago Higuereta from AV Alta scored his first professional goal in Week 12 in his 2nd ever appearance for the club. At 17 years and 249 days old, Higuereta is the youngest goal scorer in AV Alta history, and he beats out Vigo Ortiz of Charlotte Independence by 43 days for the League One youngest scorer this year. He's also the 4th youngest player to score a goal for an independent club in League One history. Upcoming national spotlight games next Wednesday: Tampa Bay Rowdies and Charleston Battery on CBS Sports Network, Forward Madison and Fort Wayne on the 17th on ESPN2, then Las Vegas and Orange County on CBS Sports Network. This is the USL Halftime Update. Let's get you back out to your match.
See your shot land on a perfectly manicured fairway. Hear the pop of a paddle meeting the ball. Feel the excitement of cheering on your team for the big win. And when the final whistle blows or the last putt drops, the day is far from over. Because here, world-class play meets white sand beaches and award-winning dining. One visit and you'll see why this is paradise in every sense. Experience it yourself in Naples, Marco Island, and the Everglades, Florida's Paradise Coast.
Boys, cross-board challenge. Loser buys lunch.
Let's do it. It's a tie. Where are we going to set with this?
Casino.
Let's settle the score at Seminole.
Back post. It's loose. It's on the doorstep. Did it go in? No sign yet.
Green on it. He finishes it.
This match is presented by Physicians Regional Healthcare System. Care for every goal. All right, one half in the books. It was all independents. Let's take a look in now 5 consecutive league matches as we look at our halftime stats brought to you by Arthrex. Does an injury have you benched? Explore orthopedic treatment options at orthopedia.com, powered by Arthrex. Well, the shot battle is going FC Naples' way. The only issue is these shots have not been all too accurate, just 2 shots on target. Meanwhile, the Independents, 5 of the 7 shots they've taken on frame, and of course 3 of those finding the net to put them up 3-0 at the break. So a dream first 45 for Charlotte Independents, who are now 45 minutes away from a 5th consecutive league win. That would be the longest winning streak in the league this season. John Gross with you on this Wednesday evening. Naples in a world of trouble, trying to sort things out as we're underway in the second half. A Naples side that is winless in 4 of its last 5 after getting off to a superb start. Meanwhile, the Independents, complete opposites of that. They got off to that lackluster first couple of weeks, but since then they have looked like the best team in this league, and that has continued today as Sadie races onto it. Prince Sadie leaves it central. Alvarez now, who has a goal. Back for Sadie. Tries to get it on that strong left boot, and he's dispossessed. So Alvarez reclaims. It slipped out wide. Dimmick, space for service. Sadie, back for Dimmick. You see a couple of changes made at the break by FC Naples. Those changes brought to you by Seminole Casino Hotel Immokalee. More in Paradise. Julian Cisneros coming off, the local product out of Fort Myers, right down the road. Hudson Gay replaces him. Somebody who joined this team initially in a 25-day contract, earned a full season deal after that. Also entering Dominic Backstein, who scored in his first 2 matches this season, but has not scored since then. He replaces William Aravallo. Farine gives it away. Here's Jaime. Had an assist in that first half. And a brilliant run. Martinez, all-time leading goal scorer in club history. It's a bit of a dangerous feed. And here comes Charlotte, as it's tapped wide by Skinner. And a throw into the way. And a quick note before halftime, a Naples assistant coach received a yellow card. So a frustrating first 45 for the home side. Looking to find something early in this second half. That ball from Farine a bit heavy. And what a first half it was for the Independents, who have now scored 17 first half goals. 17 of this team's 23 goals have come in the first 45. For reference, just Charlotte's first half goals would put them at the third most goals out of any team in the league this season, which is pretty ridiculous as Alvarez races ahead. Enzo Martinez cycles over, tapped ahead for Dimick. Clay Dimick has space. Dimick's ball brought in by Alvarez, unleashes and scores. He's done it again. Luis Alvarez, Mr. Automatic.
Charlotte goal by number 47, Luis Alvarez.
This is Picasso-esque. Couple of beautiful feeds. A square ball settled by Alvarez. It's Dimick who picks up the assist. Alvarez able to backtrack to get it. Nobody steps up. And he bags it for his second goal of the day. And the fourth goal for the Independents. This has been an absolute clinic. Alvarez adding to his remarkable recent run of form. Now 5 goals, 2 assists in his last 5 matches. That includes today. 4 goals scored, tied this season high for the Independents. They won 4-0 against Spokane Velocity earlier this season. That was back on March 27th, which at the time seemed a bit like an outlier of a result. This was an Independence team that was unable to do anything well in the early goings, as it's tapped ahead. Backstein dances and is dispossessed. But Charlotte just 1 win in its first 5. It was that match against Spokane, who got to the final last year and have had an outstanding season so far this year. But that match did give us a glimpse of what this team was capable of. And now this team is doing what it did that match on a consistent basis. 3 goals last match, 4 goals today. And still 40 minutes left to play. And you wonder where this Naples side is mentally right now. Winless in 4 of the last 5. Having conceded 4 goals in 50 minutes. Farine. Square ball across, played back to Backstein, and a save by Levy. That's definitely better for Naples. Thumbs up from Dominic Backstein. One more look at our Physicians Regional Healthcare System replay. Levy called into action, he's fired up. Corner kick from Kevin O'Connor, brought to you by Anderson. And a whistle sends it the other direction. As Farine is ushered over by Igor Baich.
I got both. I got them both. Players.
Macias. Back for Gray. Macias again. Possession battle has been pretty even today. Independence, a slight edge around 51-52%. Naples has been a more possession-oriented team this season as it's rolled out wide. That cross lifted in. Rose finds Gray. Gray His cross blocked and clear. Possession-wise, Naples 4th in the league in average possession this season at 53% after being second to last in the league last season, just 44%, which was actually bottom 5 lowest in League One history. We've seen teams in this league find a lot of success playing without possession, most notably Chattanooga last year. Lowest average possession in league history. Red Wolves have continued that trend this season as well. Lovely build up as Sadie surges. Sadie in behind, tracked down from behind, and a whiff by Maru will result in a goal kick.
Goal kick, FC Naples.
Prince Sadie had space to work with. Hudson Gay able to catch up to him. Vaquero does not look all too happy. I think he felt that that was his ball. Maru stepped in front regardless. It's lifted ahead, Backstein offside. So the 4 goals conceded by Naples today, not only a season worse, but also tied for the most allowed in club history in a league match. Last season, lost 4-1 to AV Alta. That was a road match, as that one is sent wide by Maru. Delgado forced to come off his line. These opportunities continuing to come for the Independents. You just get the sense that 4 is not the end of the road for this team today. Macias takes a tumble, it's popped ahead towards Gay, who races after it, the local product from nearby Fort Myers. Hudson Gay through traffic, still Gay, and he's taken out of possession by Alvarez. Still a great story, Hudson Gay, local player, brought in as Maru collects, battles with Rose, and Rose wins that duel. Tristan Rose, the first-year professional, one of a handful of Naples players coming straight from the college ranks to Naples. We look at our Physicians Regional Healthcare System replay. Rose was one of the premier players in all of Division II soccer for 4 years when he started at the University of Charleston in West Virginia. Led them to the 2024 national title. Then last season played at Maryland, Big Ten powerhouse, as Macias lets one fly. Macias skips it just wide. It's been better from Naples on the attack this half. There's no doubt. In terms of quality of shots, testing Levy a bit more. That one not on target, but still closer than some of the looks that we saw from them in the first half. Prince Sadie races into space and gives it away. Alvarez. Alvarez again. 2 goals today for Luis Alvarez. Up to 6 goals on the season. He is now in 4th place for the most goals in club history as Backstein brings it in. Backstein, his cross deflected, and a corner kick coming for Naples. So a corner kick on the way for FC Naples. 3rd corner kick for them, brought to you by Anderson. Skinner heads it out. Naples getting set to make a couple of changes. Ian Cerro, Alexander Boulay, Tudor getting set to make their way on. Gay hangs it ahead, nodded away. Alvarez angling feed, read by Mastrantonio. Romero, a bit overzealous there, gives it away, though it is one back. Jaime. Martinez. Dimmick. Sadie cuts inside. Sadie rolls it wide. And a goal kick coming. And now we will see those two changes.
Substitutions for FC Naples, replacing Andres Farine is number 30.
Andres Farine will exit. Ian Cerro replaces him. Mark Torres will come off, and for the first time in his career, Alexander Boulay Tudor will enter. Local product who led nearby Barron Collier High School to a state title makes his way on. So a special moment for Boulay Tudor. Substitutions presented by Seminole Casino Hotel Immokalee. More in Paradise. Boulay Tudor initially came out of the Chicago Fire Academy. He's with FC Naples on an academy contract. As it's rolled ahead towards Cerro. Second ball claimed by Backstein. Leaves it for Gray. Gray dances through traffic. Gray still with it. No trouble here for Levy.
Attention fans, alcoholic beverages will stop being served around the stadium in the 75th minute.
Final 30 minutes of this one. Two teams who are moving in different directions. This match certainly reflects that. eFootball is here. Live your dream, rep your team, and play as your favorite USL Championship club. eFootball is free to play. Download now. But an independent side that is searching for its 5th straight win. Meanwhile, a Naples team that is winless in 4 of its last 5. And Matt Poland will have to sort things out. Did a remarkable job last year, the inaugural season for this club. The first ever expansion club to host a playoff match. They finished in 4th place of the league last season, got to the semis, losing to the eventual champions, Knoxville. They continue that momentum into this season, the early portion at least, but a lull as of late, though. This is something that pretty much every League One side will go through at one point or another, especially with Chris Garcia having been out for so long. As Cerro races to get there. Cerro drives it across, headed away. Gay leaves it off. O'Connor tried to stab it forward. Alvarez takes it instead. Luis Alvarez, 2 goals already, has numbers alongside him. Alvarez steps up, rolls it towards Maru, and it's Delgado racing to get there. Dimmick forced to head back. Charlotte prepping a trio of changes as well. Mike Jeffries will take into his bench for the first time today. Macias. Cerro taps ahead, Backstein surges, Dominic Backstein! Great recovery by Renaud Manin. Oudmanen, who's gone the full 90 in 7 straight matches. You can see why he's earned so much playing time. Able to recover and help preserve this clean sheet thus far. Will be a corner kick for Naples. Corner kick brought to you by Anderson as it's headed wide. And here come the 3 alterations for Mike Jeffries. Christy Menzinga will make his way on for Sway Bumaru, who scored back in the 31st. Menzinga has started 4 of now his 7 matches this season. 2 goals on the year, the product of the Paris Saint-Germain Academy. Vigo Ortiz will also head on, as does Jack Neely, just his 2nd appearance of the season. The man on loan from MLS side Charlotte FC. Has 5 MLS appearances, and Neely actually returning to his home state today. He's from Loxahatchee, Florida. About an hour and a half, 2 hours east of here. Alvarez muscled out of it. There's Boule Tudor. Finds Cerro. Macias. Cerro back for Macias. Space for service. His ball redirected and trickles just wide. Corner kick on the way. Oh, so close. Macias drives this in. It was nearly an own goal. Last off of Javen Romero. Corner from Cerro. Skied away. Macias. Cerro. Bit out of the reach of O'Connor. And Levy there. He's made 4 saves today. Bit of space to work with. Gray swings one in. Gay brings it down. A back heel for Macias. Macias' strike is blocked. And here comes Prince Sadie. Races into space. Sadie plays it through. Menzinga gives chase to it. And Delgado saves the day. Back and forth we go. A match that the Independents have dominated, but Naples has found some life in the second half in terms of creating better chances. And even though this is a major hole to climb out of for Naples, if you could even get a goal, maybe 2, feel a little bit better about things. As Gay loops it in, brought down by Cerro, rolls it across. Menzinga able to collect, taps it ahead. Teased as well to keep it in play. And it's bicycled out for a throw. But if you're Naples, you want to find something to take from this match. Can you score a goal? Can you limit Charlotte the rest of the way? Vaquero finds the captain, Clay Dimmick. Alvarez. Angling feed. Here is Sadie. Prince Sadie to sidestep. And he sails it. Did not take a deflection, so it will be a throw. Naples ready to make a change, and here it is. This is a much anticipated moment. The return of Chris Garcia, who's been the leader of this team throughout the season, a team best 3 goals and a team best 3 assists. His first appearance since May 10th. Matt Poland told us we should expect to see Garcia for some time, and he does enter for the final 22 or so minutes of this match. Substitution presented by Seminole Casino Hotel Immokalee. More in Paradise. Garcia gives it away. These two teams will play again in the Queen City of Charlotte, North Carolina in 10 days. And Naples certainly will head into that one with a chip on their shoulder, given how this one has gone, as Cerro shanks it and a goal kick coming. It is always intriguing when two teams play one another in such short order. 2 matches 10 days apart. Definitely curious to see how that next fixture goes, given how much of a lopsided match this has been. Baquero. Sadie. Acres of space for Prince Sadie, who has a goal already today. Sadie, square ball across. Baquero buries it. It's 5 for Charlotte Independence. This is a masterpiece. Brilliant attacking soccer all night long from Mike Jeffrey's side. And it continues with another goal score. 5 goals, 4 goal scorers. John Baquero nets one for his 2nd straight match.
71st minute.
And he shows off the dance moves, and for good reason. One of the most creative midfielders in the league. He's normally the guy who's feeding the goal scorers. This time, he's the one finishing off the job. And it is 5-0 Independence in front. Another alteration for the Independents. As Miles Lyons will head on for Luis Alvarez, who exits with a brace. That change brought to you by Seminole Casino Hotel Immokalee. More in Paradise. Absolute clinic by the Independents. 5 goals this season, most goals they've scored all year, and also the most goals that Naples has ever conceded. And look, we knew this team was really dynamic on the attack. And speaking with Mike Jeffries, he said the big reason why is given how many guys can step up and score, and also how well they can move the ball. We've seen that throughout this match with 4 different goal scorers on these 5 goals. Matt Poland also talked about how fluid this Independence team is. A lot of players will move all around the pitch. Really difficult to defend this team. There's a reason why year in, year out, the Jacks are amongst the premier attacking sides in League One. That is no different this season. Here's Dimmick. Dimmick, remarkable story. He's the captain of this team. though his soccer career nearly came to an end a couple of years ago. Back in 2023, felt a discomfort in his neck, which devolved into some more issues. He went to a neurosurgeon who said he may never play again. And that required 2-level cervical artificial disc replacement. And Dymock became the first ever pro athlete to come back from that surgery. His name is Clay Dymock. He's named after Cassius Clay, so it is only fitting that the guy's a fighter. You see him on the left side of your screen, 17 in white. But an amazing, inspirational story. And a guy who's meant so much to this Independence club. His 8th season with the team, 5th year as the captain. He's actually played in every minute of every League One match he's played since April 25th of 2022. You could actually take a round trip to the moon in the amount of time that he's played consecutive minutes in league matches. He's got about 6 straight days of minutes without coming off the pitch. Pretty remarkable. There he is, Clay Dymock. Mike Jeffries says he's the face of the franchise, the heart and the character that every team wants to have. Rolled ahead for Backstein, who was a potent goal scorer at the USL 2 level with USL 2 powerhouse Des Moines Menace. Had 11 goals and 12 appearances for them last year. Garcia. His cross blocked. Well, if there is one positive for Naples, it is the return of Chris Garcia. We're playing about 21 or so minutes in this match, but just to get him back out there, a guy who is such a dangerous attacking piece for this team, and a team that has struggled mightily to score and to create chances in recent matches. That's a major boost for them. Backstein plays it back. O'Connor sends it wide. Garcia. Taken out of possession. Here comes Baquero. The USL Championship and League One are on CBS Sports and ESPN platforms all season long. Catch live matches and expert analysis every day in the CBS Sports Golazo Network and ESPN Plus. Go to USLChampionship.com or USLLeague1.com for the complete USL TV listings. Cerro. Gay. Cerro. There's O'Connor. Gay. Gray. Macias. Gay. Angling feed. Will make its way out for a goal kick. Fans, enter the Prinks Tires USL Cup Game Day Kit Sweepstakes for your chance to win a prize pack worth up to $2,000. Scan the QR code on screen and enter today. Some pretty sweet prizes you can win by scanning that QR code that you see bottom right corner. See, I personally would love to get that tent. Great for tailgating season. The jersey is pretty sweet as well. I like bright colors. That's a bright, flashy green. So it's a good look in my opinion as Garcia gets tangled up, and some extracurriculars as well as the yellow card comes out. Javen Romero booked.
That yellow card brought to you by the law offices of Shapiro.
So Javan Romero shown yellow. Yellow card sponsored by the exclusive personal injury attorneys for FC Naples, the law offices of Mark L. Shapiro. Gay brings it down. Gay shoots and scores! What a moment for the local player. It's his first pro goal. Hudson Gay, a moment he will remember. Somebody who joined this club on a 25-day contract. He earned his spot for the rest of the season. And you can see what it means to him. Look at that reaction. That is elation. That is ecstasy. That is finally I did it. Congratulations, Hudson Gay. And a warm round of applause from the Naples faithful for their local product. Hudson Gay. And for Naples, that's certainly a bright spot you can take from this match. Gay able to score his first goal. That goal brought to you by Hopsized. Charlotte looking to respond now. Ortiz. Dice ahead. Ortiz flicks it in. Just out of the reach of Vaquero. The assist on that goal credited to Gio Miglietti. A beautiful ball by him. Inside the final 10 minutes of this one. A night that has belonged to the Jacks. This will be as well earned of a 3 points as one can find. I always hear a lot of people talk about how when you go on the road, your goal should just be pick up a point. Well, different mentality for this Jacks team tonight. 3 points in the bag. They'll pick up a 5th straight win. They'll move to 20 points on the season. And yes, they are a bit behind Union Omaha, entering today 11 points back of the league leaders. However, the Owls have played 3 more matches, so Independence 3 matches in hand compared to the league leaders. They're looking for more right here as Fabrice Ngah just made his way on. He's making that run. On the right side, it's a dance from Manzinga, who leaves it off for Ortiz. Ngah replaced Prince Sadie. A dash towards the byline. Popped across, headed away. I think Ngah entering this just his 4th appearance of the season. You see him middle of your screen, number 2. 4th-year player with the Independents. Here's O'Connor. He's been kept in check today. We've seen what he's capable of doing since getting to Naples. Ngah trying to box out Gay. And then Ngah, physical player, does win that duel. Lyons taps ahead. Ortiz races on. Ortiz Clipped away from behind. Delgado unable to prevent it from clearing the byline, and it will be a corner.
Charlotte, brought to you by Anderson. Trust your home to Anderson.
Corner kick brought to you by Anderson. Trust your home to Anderson. Vigo Ortiz will send this in, just 18 years of age. Mexico youth national team member, certainly a name to watch in this league as it's played in and upstairs. Ortiz making his first appearance since May 9th, but previously with Charleston Battery at the USL Championship level, and again, such a young guy, just 18 years old. But a player to watch down the road. Lovely ball by Macias, is brought down and rolled wide. Was it deflected? Garcia asking for the corner, and that wish is granted. It's another Anderson corner kick. Trust your home to Anderson. Garcia skies it in. Garcia's ball headed down, and Levy's there. So it won't be a clean sheet for Matt Levy, but still a solid outing for him as Ortiz brings it down. Lovely bit of skill to stay in possession. Ortiz blasts on, he goes down. We're seeing that 1v1 ability from Ortiz on that left flank. Again, a name to remember. He wins the whistle, and Hudson Gay is issued the yellow card. She's able to draw that foul. Look at her physician's regional replay. Yellow card presented by the exclusive personal injury attorneys for FC Naples, the law offices of Mark L. Shapiro. Baquero and Ortiz stand over it. This certainly within striking distance. And it is now Ortiz by his lonesome. He's scored twice this season. He's done that in just 7 appearances, hasn't played since May 9th. Ortiz drew the whistle, he'll now take the kick, and it's nowhere close.
Goal kick, FC Naples.
Ortiz, one of a couple of young players who have very bright futures. Ortiz, for the Independents, I should say. Ortiz and Javan Romero. Romero just 20 years of age. Both those guys have experience with the Mexican youth national team. Here's O'Connor. Oh, lovely bit of skill from Gay, who has a goal, and he wins a corner. So Hudson Gay showing some flashes as this match progresses. Look back at our Physicians Regional Healthcare System replay. The lovely bit of skill to create some separation. And he earns a corner kick. Brought to you by Anderson. Trust your home to Anderson. Corner played in. Headed wide.
FC Naples fans, this Saturday, Michelob Ultra will give you the chance to win 2 tickets to a FIFA World Cup game in Miami. Come to the game against Sarasota Paradise and participate in the Michelob Ultra Soccer Shootout. You must be 21 years old or over.
Final couple of minutes of this match. Independents netted 3 first-half goals. They've added 2 more in the second half. 4 different goal scores for Mike Jeffrey's side. Luis Alvarez a brace. Prince Sadie a goal and an assist. Suebu Maru has a goal. Played back for Dimmick. And John Baquero has the 5th goal. Christopher Jaime added 2 assists. Clay Dimmick added 1. Here is the aforementioned Jaime. Able to bring it down. Lyons, Jaime. Lyons turns the corner. Lyons swings one in. Cerro nods it for Gay. Ortiz maneuvers around. Ortiz last tapped it, will be a goal kick, but you can see the creativity, the flair that he plays with. Very impressive for the 18-year-old. A couple of score updates from around the league in the inaugural match at GE Vernova Stadium in South Carolina. Greenville triumph, still nursing that 1-0 lead against Forward Madison. Azad Liati scoring back in the 14th minute. We showed you that goal at halftime. First goal in the history of GE Vernova Stadium. A venue down in Malden, South Carolina that is still being worked on. But tonight the grand opening. 3 minutes of added time, stoppage time presented by Classic Diamond Plumbing. The other match going on right now, Corpus Christi looking for its first win of the season. 0-0 with a surging Portland Hearts of Pineside. That match just started the second half, and actually as we speak, Hearts just scored. Breck Evans, the former Naples player, scoring. Rare sight to see for the center back. But he makes it 1-0 early in half number 2. I checked that, actually first half stoppage time. Corner kick for Chris Garcia. Brought to you by Anderson. Into a massive humanity. And Baquero will bomb it away. Garcia twisted to the turf. So with this result, the Independents will move into a tie for 3rd place in the league table. They'll be 8 points behind the league leaders in Union Omaha with 2 matches in hand compared to the Owls, and those 2 teams will play one another next Wednesday. That is, I know it's only early June, but I think that'll be one of the biggest matches of the season. 2 teams who have been absolutely rolling as of late. Naples saw that firsthand last time out, losing to Los Bujos. Final moments of stoppage time. Ortiz muscle down. Ortiz has done a good job winning some free kicks today. Here is Ortiz. Here's Gay. Rolls ahead. And a goal kick on the way, and that should do it. Just waiting for the whistle. And there it is. The Charlotte Independents dominance continues. A 5th straight win And this one wasn't just a win, it was a romping. 5-1 the final score. Mike Jeffrey's side with the most goals it scored this season. 3 in the first half, 2 in the second half. There's the gaffer. His team has won 5 straight, unbeaten in 6 straight in league play, unbeaten in 8 straight across all competitions. And we will have a clash of the Titans next Wednesday as they take on Union Omaha on the heels of this 5-1 thrashing of FC Naples. A dominant win for the Jacks down in sunny Florida as they pick up a 5th consecutive win. Full Time brought to you by Physicians Regional Healthcare Systems. Care for every goal. We'll put a bow on things when we get back. The Jacks, a big 3 points in dominant fashion in Naples, Florida.
Sink your toes into soft, white sand, splash in the sparkling waters of the Gulf, and revel in the warmth of sunny blue skies. Take a moment to breathe in the salt-touched air and listen to the tide as it rises and falls along the shoreline. This is paradise in every sense, and winter here simply feels wonderful. Experience it yourself in Naples, Marco Island, and the Everglades, Florida's Paradise Coast.
Boys, cross-board challenge. Loser buys lunch.
Let's do it. It's a tie. Where are we going to set with this?
Casino.
Let's settle the score at Seminole.
Back post. It's loose. It's on the doorstep. Did it go in? No sign yet.
Green on it. He finishes it.
Final score is presented by Physicians Regional Healthcare System. Care for every goal. We saw 6 goals in this match. Charlotte Independence netting 5 of goal. As we look at our full-time stats, brought to you by Arthrex. Does an injury have you benched? Explore orthopedic treatment options at orthopedia.com, powered by Arthrex. Well, the shots don't tell the story in this one, nor does the possession battle. +6 in shots for Naples, but the quality of the chances far better for Charlotte Independence, and obviously they were just so clinical. 5 goals today, 4 different goal scorers. The versatility of this attack makes them so difficult to play against. So a 5-1 final score as the Independents roll in Naples. Final score brought to you by Physicians Regional Healthcare System. Care for every goal. Remember, these 2 teams will play again in 10 days. Should be interesting. Huge thanks to all of you for joining us. For our entire fantastic crew, I'm John Gross saying so long. 5-1, the final, the Jacks roll.
This copyrighted telecast of the United Soccer League cannot be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the express written consent of the United Soccer League.